Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Would you believe it, Melbourne, if I told you, A, we were live, and B, we're a few days out from summer and this is the weather we've got. It
Bloody
is
terrible, Swan.
abhorrent, is it not?
Mate, the words a dusting of snow.
Dusting of snow, a couple of weeks before summer. What the hell? As
How's
my
the
dad,
weekend, Chrissie?
as the major would say,
Yes.
global warming, it's never been colder.
And then he'd shoot the sky.
Yeah.
As to defy the weather.
I want to talk to you about what I did on the weekend. I was at Mount Dunedin.
Wow.
The crowded house debacle. You may have seen it in the news. If you were there, give us a call,
Give us a
13
call,
24 10.
absolutely.
We need a sort of a counselling session about the trauma.
What?
You won't believe it. What did you get up to this weekend, Brownie?
Christine, I was very quiet. I had about 2 beers, which is a world record for me on a weekend. So very quiet. Hard rubbish day tomorrow.
Oh, so satisfying.
How satisfying
It's
is
the
that?
best.
And you don't realise how much junk and shit you acquire over
Yes,
the journey.
and then they take it away ostensibly for free, even though you pay your rates
Yes.
and stuff. It feels like a great service.
Do you know,
doesn't it?
we had about, maybe I'm mates with the guy that owns a footy card company. We
Yeah.
had about 10 boxes of cards.
In
So
hard rubbish.
they got snapped up very quickly.
Very
Yeah,
quickly.
a grandmother came along for a grandson who loved footy cards,
That would have
apparently.
been a Christmas
So there you
miracle
go.
for someone.
There you
So
go.
the-
Love save you a lot of money there.
The wolves have been circling already.
Wolves have been, and Swanee, the car that you gave the kids, your kids
Yes.
didn't want to drive, so you gifted us 7 years ago.
Yes.
It's finally bit the dust.
Has it really?
And that's sitting out there on the Nature Strip, ready to be taken.
Wow.
The batteries don't work, the wiring doesn't work, so all the best. If you want to take it,
Someone will turn up with a van.
Bam Bam blew the engine.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
It's time to stop putting off your trips and start celebrating summer with an amazing getaway.
Whatif.com has all kinds of accommodation options all around Oz.
Check them out on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Melbourne are getting very excited at the idea of live music being back. There's no doubt about it. And there were a lot of very excited people about Day on the Green, the 500 show anniversary out at Mount Dunedin, which is in Warren Ponds, just out of Geelong.
How far is it?
Beautifully set up.
Like the drive from...
Hour and 20, maybe. Great parking, blah, blah, blah. It was going to be a great day. Waifs were supporting. Angus and Julia Stone was supporting. And Crowded House were due to come on at 8 o'clock. I was there, parked the car, was a bit muddy at that point.
Right.
Walking in, I ruined my shoes. Mud like I've never seen before. Now, this is before the rain started.
oh shit. Jeez.
Mud, probably like footsteps 4 inches in, sinking.
Really?
My limited edition Keith Haring Reeboks were ruined
They're cooked.
before I even sat down. Sat down, saw a bit of the waifs, saw Angus and Julia Stone. Lovely. At about 7:30, it started to rain.
Okay.
And I'd known that there was going to be some rain, but the clouds, dark, ominous, rolling in. No cover anywhere, unless you were a food vendor, right?
Yeah.
Started to rain. And I thought, my Mystic Crystal Powers came in, and I went, this is going to go a very bad way. I looked around, there's thousands of people drinking.
Yep.
And
bailing.
I made the decision,
Yes.
as difficult as it was, to leave Mount Dunedin before Crowded House started.
Really?
What?
Yes.
Jeez, that's a big call, Swan.
It was a really big call, okay? But
How much actually real serious think time to go?
about
with it?
15 minutes.
Okay.
15 minutes as the rain was coming down, and I'd bought a parka, but it was already soaked through. My jeans were soaked. There was a plastic poncho, but they don't seem to do anything.
Not
Nah.
really, right?
Not really.
The water just runs off.
Did you take
And-
your mate, Swanee?
Yes, yes. We made the decision. We're going.
Bang.
So we went. Even then, we were the only ones leaving. The car got bogged
What?
leaving, and 7 men had to push us out. So even then, we were the only ones leaving. So
Still getting
thank
out.
God.
You're
There
like
were
the captain of the Titanic who jumped on the early lifeboat.
absolutely, absolutely. Billy Zane. We were the Billy Zane. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So off we go, and the trip home could barely see the driving. So The next morning, I wake up and my feed starts telling me of the debacle that happened.
Yeah.
I think Pete Goodwin, who is a guy that I used to work with at Hot 91 on the Sunshine Coast, he was there and I saw him and caught up with him.
Pete wouldn't have bailed.
Pete?
He's a stayer.
Pete?
It's true, Brownie. I am, mate, to the end.
Great to hear your
boy,
voice, Pete the movie dude from Hot 91 Sunshine Coast. Now, you've moved to Geelong, so it was a local gig for you.
It was. Didn't stop it taking 17 hours to get home, but,
Okay,
tell us. Yeah, it was local.
Tell us everything, because Dino is not across the mess that happened.
Dino, come on, mate. It was, look, the gig, phenomenal. As you said, the Waifs, Angus and Julia Stone, crowded house, albeit I think they cut their set by about 20 minutes, which was disappointing in some ways because there were a couple of hits that didn't get in there, but they were phenomenal. They were getting drenched. We thought we were getting wet in the crowd. You know, Chrissie, you weren't the only one wearing one of those rice paper poncho things, but it was amazing. People were loving it, but it was a complete debacle.
That would have been fun in the rain.
Oh, it was, and they naturally played Weather With You, 4 seasons in one day, all those now ironic songs. They started with Distant Sun, so I don't know whether they were sort of hoping, but the weather just got worse and worse as the gig went on.
Pouring with rain, no cover.
Lightning?
Freezing, lightning, a full storm. Tell us about what happened when the gig ended.
Well, everyone left sort of went, they're going to be encores. They're going to be encores. No, they're heading off. They're gone. So, everyone sort of traipsed through. As you said before, Chrissie, I reckon at least 3 inches mud, slush, etc., etc. All those horrible scenes you see in Splendour in the Grass and music, young music festivals where people...
Were you covered in mud when you got back to your car, and how long did it take you to get home?
Well, as we walked past the guy doing mud angels, you've seen snow angels,
Yes.
lying down and doing mud angels, it's just crazy. Yeah, it took about half an hour to get out to the car, and then we sat there. My gorgeous partner Lisa just was in the car. She was driving. She made the call to make go a certain way. We were about probably 50 metres from the path and freedom. Got so close but so far. We sat there for an hour. Though we were told that tractors were going to pull us out, which sounded all very dramatic. We sat there longer and longer. At about 1 o'clock, these local guys, local four-wheel drive redheads, some of the most incredible bogans and mullets I've ever seen.
Probably from Warrnambool.
It started, absolutely, actually mentioned your name, Brownie. It was incredible. They just started pulling complete random strangers out of the mud. 3 hours later, these
Bogan
guys
superheroes.
pulled us out.
3 hours later, in the freezing cold. Honestly, Pete, you and I had different experiences. I left before the gig and you stayed till the bitter end and didn't get home till 2 in the morning. Who made the right decision?
Well, your Reeboks would probably suggest me and Lee. No, look, it was a ripper. You do what you got to do, Chrissie. I tell you what, you've only got so many hours in every day. You just got to make the call. Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you get it wrong. Can I just say, though, those guys seriously pulled us out. 2 different vehicles, 2 pairs of people. Neither of them knew each other until they met at the local servo, both filling up knowing that they were in for a few hours of being good Samaritans. It was just hilarious.
It's a Imaginate miracle.
I would have wanted to stay, though, to see, always take the weather with you.
Yeah, brother.
Just to chant that in the rain.
Yes.
Like, who's not missing that?
Nah,
Hey.
me. And I am... It is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life.
Pete, you're a freak and a hero. Well, did you have a beer in the car on the way home?
If we'd had one, I probably would have. But no, we wanted to get the hell out of there. But it was a hell of a night. It'll be a great memory, and it was so good to see the lovely kids.
Yuck. It was good to see you, though, Pete.
My takeaway is Hilux wouldn't have got bombed.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Yes, Melbourne, put your jumpers on. But I'm burying the lead here, fresh from his sellout tour as 1/4 of the comedians. Fresh from the City of Churches, it's Mr. Sam Pan.
Good morning, Mel.
Talk about a dusting of snow, am I right?
Mate, it's wonderful to be back, though, I'll tell you that. It was wonderful to be back.
What's wrong with you? You don't have the puff again. That's 2 weekends in a row.
Mate,
what's wrong with you? Life-changing experience or something? You turn over a new leaf.
I don't know what you thought I was going to do, that I'd go out to a show.
I'd expect you to be a drunk for the best part of
I've been
the
drunk
month.
for 3 days, John, all right?
Yeah, but
so
you haven't
don't
got
worry.
the puff. That's the giveaway.
It's because of the city and churches. Yeah, mate, I went next morning, I went and did the right thing. Yeah,
He went to church.
went to church.
Confessions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Went in the booth. I was in there for 4 hours, and then I finally found one of the churches that where I walked in, and the holy water didn't start bubbling. I mean, so everything's great over there at the city. But it's great to be back in my hometown of Melbourne.
You'd have done communion, wouldn't you? a couple of reds at communion.
I told you, I just want a couple of those biscuits.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Browny on Instagram.
This is what happened over the weekend.
News, sport, drama and entertainment.
It's the weekend it was with Sam and Pang.
Well, what a weekend. I've told you this the last few Mondays. I don't have much to tell you. My weekends are pretty set and forget. As in the show Friday, dinner and drinks. Shows Saturday, dinner and drinks, come back.
Yeah, so
nothing. So I keep an eye on things.
The performance is set, and then you forget everything else.
I set, and then the audience on their way out tries to forget what they just saw. But there's things that have come across my desk.
Where is this desk?
Exactly. It's a magical desk. I saw this thing. It's called Venture into Cures, right?
Yes.
That has a lineup of, and I don't even know.
We are talking about that next, by the way.
I don't care.
Okay.
All right, actually, there's a little bit of sizzle.
There's
a little bit of sizzle.
And you can run that next
because
break. Because this is what I was hoping you'd pick up on.
Well, I've picked it up.
I was going to present it. You don't need to go. Let's wait till the next break.
You are listed on there is Jonathan Brown's name is on a bill that we'll talk about next, that you cannot believe the names that are on it. And
fantastic.
I'm going to say you don't fit in. And you shouldn't be on the list.
Oh, God, who's on there?
That was the whole premise of the talk break next.
All right.
So there you go. That's yours, Samuel.
Neighbours is coming back. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
We're talking about that later as well? Yeah, cool.
Are we? I think we've already done that.
Brother.
We did that on Friday.
The World Cup starts this week. You ready?
Oh, just quickly on the neighbours too. Toadie dropped the shit bomb.
Yeah.
On British breakfast television.
What do you mean?
They weren't happy.
You can't do that, can you?
He lives in what did he say? Because he was doing it via FaceTime or something. And he said, this is our shithole or something. He was referring to his family's farm. And, they weren't too happy. There was a little grief thrown towards Toadie. Anyway, he'll be right. Get over it, British.
I just wanted to let you know.
My dad was watching that, and in classic 70s/80s unhelpful dad vibes, he goes, gosh, he's put on weight. I said, you know what? That's not helpful to anybody.
How was he watching? What is the Major doing watching British breakfast television?
He was on Australian television.
He loves the bill.
Just for those wondering with the World Cup, so the Oz, it kicks off this week, right?
It kicked off this morning.
There you go. And we're our group, by the way. We've got France, Tunisia, and Denmark, which...
Is that good?
Well, it's not the group of death, but then again, over in Qatar, there's everything. Group of death means a lot of different things. It's a very different thing, by the way. Though by definition, if we're in the group, it may be a group of death. It's one of those. But again, good luck. The tournament's away.
Good luck.
And,
a group of death if you're turned up to get a beer at the game, though.
Yeah, that's true. They banned beer. Did you know that, Swanee?
But I think that's a cultural thing across the country, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but it had been relaxed, because the Budweiser was one of the main sponsors, and 2 days before, all of a sudden, it's like, no, actually, it's banned.
Oh, okay.
You know what, Budweiser plowed $112 million. It's part of the sponsorship.
But
they were a bit flat.
There they came down, and then the directive came down. No, we're banning it. It's banned. And then Budweiser sent out an official tweet that said, "Oh, that's a bit awkward," from the main accounts, which was later deleted.
I love it.
Later deleted's always a good one, isn't it? But I just wanted to. The other thing I wanted to say is there's an election this Saturday.
Yes.
Do you know that?
State election,
I know.
26.
Just like that. And
what's happening? You're the political expert here, Sam.
Ask me any question, I'll tell you.
What's the likely result? What are the pundits saying?
The bookies have the incumbent, Daniel Andrews, as possibly returning to power.
Yes. Is he a hot favourite?
Oh, hot
or
favourite.
Is it close to
You'd have him in the quaddie. There you go. That's all I'd say. Right?
One out in the quaddie?
Yeah. What's the latest with Childish Dino?
It's all out there, all 6 episodes.
There
Hit
you
them
go.
up.
Binge watch.
Devour them.
Binge watch in this modern day.
You do them all in half an hour. You can do this.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
Good.
At Childish Dino, Instagram.
Swanee, one of the great things that we've come across over the last 7 years is that the idea that Nova has been the home of darts.
100%.
And
Another one.
oh yeah, there's another one.
Oh,
and when you ask, is there another one? You know what everyone who listens to the show know what John's asking. Has there been another 9 data? Where of course, you know, the combatant starts at 501, and the least amount of darts you can throw to get it back down to 0 is 9 darts. And when that happens, it's a joyous occasion.
Isn't this Ash Gardner's job
babies
to bring this news to the table?
I would have thought it would have
asleep at the wheel.
Well, she has been ever since she started training.
Yeah,
She's been distracted, shall we say?
She's off.
But
Ash, at the end of this, can you, in your best news voice, say you're on Nova, the home of darts, after we play this? Thank you.
we'll wait for the
here if you
music. Thank you. Always here if you need. Swanee, I bring this to you because it was in the Grand Slam of darts, which I know we all kept an eye on over the weekend. Michael Van Gerwen was taking on Josh Rock.
Oh, what a name.
That's one of the great names.
It's made up.
Wow. Has made up.
Do you reckon that's his stage name?
That's
Do you reckon that's his start stage name? Josh Rock has just gone bang with 9 darts. And look, listen.
What's it sound like?
I'm going to tell you what it sounds like, but I'm just going to, just for time, we're only going to play 6 of them, right?
What?
Well, no, I tell you what, the commentators talked over the first 3 darts because they didn't think that the idea that
Josh Rock had it in him.
they didn't think that he had it in him, so it's a bit muffled at the start. So I'm just going to play the last 6 darts.
Great.
By the way, it's worth it. This is Josh Rock with his 9 data, but you're only hearing the last 6. Enjoy.
The crowd didn't like Van Gerwen not being on the 9, but Rock is on the 9. Oh, this is a phenomenal start from both.
Now this would rock Van Gerwen, and it's on.
Hang on.
It's on now for double 12. Sensational!
Josh Rock!
As the new kid on the block shows everything he promised to show.
Josh Rock. There's a name just to remember. Josh Rock.
It'll be tattooed on my face tomorrow.
Oh, Ash, your mic's
not on.
Oh,
Mic on Gardner.
What is going
I've got it on.
There you go. Go again.
And you're up to date on the home of darts, Nova 100. Yes!
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
So it's a big morning for EB. I'm the ambassador for EB in this country, epidermolysis bullosa, which is a terrible skin condition, which I'm very passionate about. And you guys have supported me on the journey along the way.
Some of us more than others.
Swanee, you've done an amazing job just bringing the awareness out there. Pang's had to do a couple of lunches, which he's drove away from envelopeless.
Are we going to the Cotton Ball next year?
Absolutely, we are. Cotton Ball's due next year. It's every second year, Swanee. But today, this morning for Australia, at 8 a.m, the big worldwide fundraiser is on. The Venture into Cures fundraiser. If you go to 2022.ventureintoCures.org, you can get on that huge online event, which will feature a lot of musical performances, comedic acts, inspiring stories and much more. And it's on our Instagram page as well, the link on our story. So if you want to go into that, it'll be fantastic. We'll go for about a couple of hours, organised by the great Eddie Vedder and his wife Jill. And, been able to get some big names.
You're bearing the lead, John.
What's that?
The lineup is astonishing.
Well, it's a good lineup.
Now, I don't even...
It's just not, a couple of pub bands.
No. You said there's people from the world of comedy, entertainment.
Conrad Sewell.
No,
Conrad Sewell
couldn't get the steady hand of Sewell, but...
What? Tina Turner?
Will Ferrell.
This announcement.
Dana Carvey, right? This is Dana Carvey.
Yes.
Billie Eilish. Will Ferrell.
Whoa.
Jack Harlow.
What?
Tom Holland.
Spider-Man.
Joe Jonas. Kermit the Frog. Macklemore.
Kermit the Frog?
Yeah. Chris Pratt. Keanu Reeves.
What?
This is all because of, if you get the weight, the might of the Vedder family behind something. Olivia Rodrigo, I mentioned. Keanu Reeves. Molly Shannon. Swanee, there's an old one here.
I love Molly.
David Spade.
Yes,
Emma
I love-
Watson.
What?
Is that Hermione?
Hermione's in it.
And Brownie.
Venus Williams. Performances by John Legend. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What?
But I read this in alphabetical, if I'd read it in alphabetical order as it was listed here, the first name is Jonathan Brown. What are you doing on? What are you doing on it, mate?
And mate, where was that article from?
It was from. Was it the Hollywood Reporter?
What?
Just a local, just a local industry rag over there in Hollywood.
Reporter's big. In the big article in the Hollywood Reporter about this venture into Cure Swanee. First cab off the rank.
First cab off the rack because they listed in alphabetical order is Jonathan Brown. The next name's Dana Carvey, Billie Eilish.
You are
joking. You are the biggest. You're a disgrace, Jack. You're above Spider-Man. You idiot.
Spider-Man's hosting it. He couldn't even get top billing.
Spider-Man is hosting
Spider-Man's hosting it. He's not first on the bill.
My God, this is so funny.
No, seriously, what do you have to do on it?
I'm introducing one of the sections. And a great honour. It's a great honour to headline the show.
Mate, I tell you, here's one for you.
Hollywood Reporter's big. Don't downplay it.
I'm wrapped. I'm just saying, they may not have done their research. But can you keep an eye on? I want to know, if I don't get around to watch, I want to know who was on before you and who was on after you, all right?
Full report.
I want to know where you fit into this lineup, other than being alphabetically the first one.
Alphabetically, he is the first one, and every single name after that has got a hyperlink that you can click on and go to their page. Every single one. Jonathan Brown doesn't have one.
Mate, I can't believe the Mark of the Year's not in Hollywood Report.
God damn.
So it's been good. And so get on. That'd be fantastic if you can get on and maybe just donate, even a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
Raised over close to $5 million in the last 2 years. This is EB's major fundraiser for the year.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Peking Duk. They're two Canberra lads who have been producing bangers since 2010. They've got a new song out just in time for summer, and it's called Spend It. What a summer tune. Also, like Dino, they'll be participating in the Red Bull Billy Cart race. Here's Adam and Ruben.
Oh, welcome, boys.
Thank you for having us.
Jeez, they're up and about, Brown.
How are we doing? Well, you got to be, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and early.
I love those glasses.
Did you just call me baby?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Where'd you get those speed dealer glasses from, Ruben?
I actually got them from across the road. I've got a son now, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy them for him, but now they're for me. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how the speed dealer sunnies are back in fashion? They've done a full...
The boys are back in town, aren't they?
It's wild. Big in the early 2000s. Now, how's the Red Bull Billy Cart design coming along, boys? I know Dino, my man Dino's got a cart ready to go on December 3. It's a Saturday. How's yours coming along?
Yeah, we've been doing up lots of sketches, and our sketches are slowly turning into a magic fruit, which will be a billy cart that we ride down a hill. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It's still in the sketch stage and you've got 2 weeks.
No. It's come to fruition somewhat. Have you seen this man with plywood? Yeah, I'm good with the wood. Have you seen this guy work? I'm real sturdy with the wood.
I bet.
Describe your Billy Cart's aesthetic, because mine is a giant box of cheesels with wheels.
Well, we can't. That's so sick. We wanted to do babushka dolls, so they slowly undress through the race. Undress is not the word, but they pop off. Anyway, we decided to go for a duck.
It's a beautiful duck that's also peaking, just like us.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
Structurally sound. What if, can it handle turns, for example?
I guess we're going to find out the hard way, you know?
Yeah, our first test is going to be down that hill.
Yes, straight up.
There's a note here in this sheet that we get about guests that says, the guys missed a gig once because they ate too much Indian food and put themselves in a food coma. Y/N.
Yeah, that happened.
That definitely did happen.
The funny thing is there's been way worse things happen before gigs.
Well, yeah, we used to play gigs and one of us would sometimes fall asleep under the decks, and other times we actually played in Geraldton once and we didn't realise it was a 360-degree stage and Adam had to go.
Yeah, I had to use the bathroom, so I turned around, started peeing in a champagne bucket.
Yeah.
And then I realised, wait, why is there torches on my Dingaling?
And there was about 15 people with their phones filming.
That's, true story.
Torches on my Dingaling should be the next single, by the way.
That is actually the name of the next single. Torches on my Dingaling.
So there's Adam and Ruben Peking Duk. There's Dino. Who else is in this race?
Mate,
I
think punters have entered. It's going to be chaos.
Is it just you? Is it just you three? You three that draw cards.
Oh, I want to take you guys on head to head, but like,
Let's get it.
Let's cross the line together. The duck and the cheesel box.
Yeah. We should also bring a sack of goons, so then you got the wine and the cheese and the duck.
Yes.
You know, help them get down the hill.
The draw card is people spend months building these in their garages, and it's like they're coming down. So the fact that we're there is kind of silly. You know, it's about the seriousness.
Are you both going in the vehicle, or are you only one of you's the tribute?
I believe we're both going.
riding.
I love it.
Have you watched...
you know what? Extra weight means extra gravity pull. We're going to go fast.
Good traction, all that.
You've got to go fast to the start. Have you watched... How many times have you watched Cool Runnings just to get the start right, boys?
Yeah, we are the Jamaican bobsled team.
We are.
Yes.
We're trying to get like that.
Hey, do you
Are we
guys
expecting any deaths?
Any what?
Any deaths on the 3rd of December, Dino?
I don't think we're expecting deaths, no.
Okay.
But
not ruling it out.
we're not ruling it out.
What's going on?
Like, I don't have a roll bar, so if I roll...
Yeah, let's show a cheesel box.
Wait, you didn't install a roll cage?
Nah. It ruined the look of the box, man.
Nah, same. Ours is, we're going to crack our heads open too.
I'd love to say ours is death proof, but it's quite the opposite.
Please make a solid promise to me, the three of you, that you will not die in a giant cheesel box /
what a way to
Peking
go.
Duk.
Yeah, that'd be heroic, to say the least. That's a hero's death.
Do you guys know that there's a jump element? There's a small ramp, so we're getting air at some point.
Yeah, I think that's the funnest part. Get a bit of G-force while you're slamming it down.
That's going to be the moment ours crashes and splits into about 100 pieces.
Yeah. Where is this? Where is this?
In the city down Lansdowne, beside the gardens there. Hey, good hill.
Jeez.
Gravity's really going to take hold.
God.
Are you guys doing a set after? Please tell me.
I think we'll do a set during. So it's like,
So we're
whilst the adrenaline's pumping, we do an impromptu slam poetry set in the whip.
Yeah, with a boombox, just spitting it out.
Playing our new song, Spend It at full blast.
Now, what's going on? I always get in strife for this, boys. Asking, what's happening? Are you going on tour?
We got our brand new song, Spend It, featuring Circle Waves.
You're alive. Yes.
Now we're cooking. Yes.
And we're going to be playing at the Arias for a tribute performance for Olivia Newton-John.
The legend.
What are you singing / performing?
So, I mean, there's been some talks of us maybe, kind of being Danny Zuko, if you will.
Yes.
But we're still trying to figure everything out and hammer it in
Have you got
right.
a favourite Olivia Newton-John song?
Hopelessly Devoted.
Yes,
Yeah,
good.
really?
Good, correct answer.
Mine's Magic. I love Magic.
ONJ, the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it makes you think of the coffee.
Yes, Magic Coffee.
What coffee?
Yeah,
the Magic Coffee. It's like a Melbourne thing, isn't it?
It is a Melbourne thing.
What's that? Tell me more, please.
It's like a double ristretto with a bit of milk, I think.
Yeah.
Magic.
Oh,
he's all right.
Styles
The
Fuego
Magic.
always drinks them.
Yeah, Styles has
The
them.
Magic.
So you
Very
get the
Melbourne.
milky taste without the calories.
Yeah.
Magic.
See, that's magic. That's magic.
It's Magic.
This is an ad for Magic Coffee.
Oh, it's magic.
You know.
Boys.
Great tune.
Hey, the Red Bull Billy Cart race. I cannot wait to see you two there. It's going to be loose. December 3. Hit it up. Watch the races. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for coming on today.
Don't die,
Thank
boys.
you for having us.
We
Thanks,
won't.
boys.
Thank you for having us.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Exciting times at my place. Peg is about to go on her first school camp. It's one night. She's only in grade 3. One night to Sovereign Hill, which is sort of good for her because, it's my favourite place on earth. So she has been there before. Got the cheesy photo, bought the boiled lollies.
I got a horse around on Friday night. Might be working there after it's performed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? with a funny little set of a blindfold on and a cob and co.
Yeah,
So, John, that horse is going to apply for a job at Sovereign Hill.
Might not get it either.
Get back. Not the way it ran. They might be too slow.
Good. It's always a good sign when you go to Sovereign Hill and Brownie's horse is panning for goal along with the others. Is that what you're doing?
Brownie's horse is making the boiled sweets.
That's funny. You just crunched in. You're telling her, Liz, about to tell a wonderful anecdote about your daughter, and just hear this. He's Sovereign Hill. I got a horse that might be working after its run on Friday night.
He had hate in his eyes.
Yeah, mate.
Oh,
Jeez,
yeah.
what's everything all right? Wow.
The disappointment.
You got to feel for that horse. Keep an eye on that one, I reckon.
Keep running.
Absolutely.
Keep running all the way to Ballarat.
That was amazing.
That son of a
Keep
bitch is
running.
going to be
So Peg's off to Sovereign Hill.
Peg's off to Sovereign Hill next week, and of course there's got to be lots of forms filled out. And she's a doer. So we're sitting together, and she's just asking me the questions. Am I allergic to anything? No. So she's filling out the forms, and then we get to the bit where you've got to give the doctor's details, and it says family doctor's address, and she looks at me and she goes, "It's a bit personal, isn't it? Bruce isn't going to tell us where he lives."
That's a great point.
It's a great point.
Yes.
And I said, no, that just means, where the actual surgery is. And she was like, "Oh, thank God." I was like, "You can ask him. I'm not asking him."
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
How about some tropical stuff?
Would you like a sense of the day?
Oh, I would love nothing more.
What's the date today, John?
21st of November.
Well
Look at that.
done.
Well done, John.
Didn't
Wow.
miss a trick.
Mate.
No panic.
Hundreds of festival goers in Melbourne had to sleep in their cars after heavy rain turned a festival into a quagmire of mud.
Quagmire.
A day on the green was held at Mount Dunedin near Geelong, and the show finished. Vehicles were stuck in the mud, leaving 16,000 fans stranded.
16,000.
It's over an hour out of Melbourne, Sam. You said it was in Melbourne to start. Come on.
Oh, thank you,
The
Mr.
location's
Milways.
right.
God, you
Swanee was there.
I was there.
Swanee was there, and she left early.
Yeah.
were there at what?
Yeah.
At this festival?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a festival. It was just a crowded house.
It was a day on the green.
A day on the green with the Waifs and Angus and Julia Stone. I was there to see Crowded House.
Yeah.
And my Mystic Chrissie gut feel kicked in, and I left before Crowded House because I knew it was going to go the wrong way. And I was right.
And got bogged on the way out.
Got bogged.
Oh, really?
It was Woodstock 99 all over again.
Sounded
But
like it.
I could get out because I was the only one
No,
leaving.
there.
16,000 people, no.
It's a Cinderella story. Tom Cruise is reportedly causing problems for the BBC series Call the Midwife because of his chopper.
Yeah.
He keeps coming in and out of his chopper while he's filming the latest Mission Impossible movie.
Tom.
And Tom's chopper's
Tom,
getting upset.
What are you doing?
It's upsetting things. The equilibrium of the sets of Call the Midwife. Do we know what that show's about?
Yeah, it's set in a maternity hospital.
Is it?
And what they're blowing up about him, the noise. So obviously you've got to cut.
There it is.
I know, you've got to cut the scene and wait for the top
He
shot.
goes in and out because, that's how he gets around.
What happens, once a day? Twice a day?
You're grumpy today, aren't you?
Get over it.
Elon Musk has reinstated former US President Donald Trump's
Yes,
Twitter account.
you're guilty. I'm back on Twitter now.
Apparently there was a poll.
There was indeed, Christine. There was 15 million responses, apparently. And
Very popular.
the idea that he should be reinstated. This is driven by Musk, though. 51.8% said they want him back.
51.8.
That's a landslide, that is.
I heard that this morning and I thought I wouldn't go back on out of principle. I'd be like, no, I've got agency.
Pretty sure if he
Just
was...
because I'm allowed back on doesn't mean I will.
Pretty sure if Trump hadn't got the vote, he would have stormed the Capitol anyway. So it doesn't matter. But, so 15 million votes. They would have all been legit too,
legit.
didn't they?
No bots at all. But also Trump hasn't, he's like,
No.
I don't want to be back.
He said he will stick with his platform that he's on, John, the one that you're on, that you're following with. What is it again? True Social, that's what you're telling me. That's what
Signal.
It's called True Social.
True
isn't it?
Social, is it?
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll
Twitter-
just go along with it.
Twitter seems to have had a very interesting few days, by the way.
Elon's, he's chaos. He just wants attention. He's a psychotic billionaire who just loves his name.
Listen, why are you so anti-blood money from blood diamonds? I don't understand what your problem is.
I have noticed a trend on Instagram with people screenshotting their exit from Twitter, going, "Oh, your account is deactivated." So there seems to be a movement of out of principle people are leaving it.
Right. I would never give up at J Brown. I worked hard for that. There was a bloke some computer nerd in San Francisco had it, and I knew one of the high-ups at Twitter here in Australia, and he took it away from that person overnight. Stole it.
Really?
Absolutely. So at J Brown, worth a lot of money, that tag.
Do you feel any guilt about that, taking it?
Not really. And considering I haven't been an active user, the blow would have been
And
a bit
you can
flat.
hand it on to your son. It's the ultimate.
Exactly right.
Kim Jong-un's daughter has been seen for the first time. This is a big thing, the revealing of the daughter. No, age and name not revealed.
Child or woman?
Daughter.
Yes, but child or woman? Like a baby or?
No, she's a...
How old is she?
I would say a teenager.
Okay. Wow, I didn't even know.
But if you unveiled his daughter to the world for the first time, and where would you take your daughter to if you're if you're the supreme leader?
Nuclear missile test.
You are correct.
What?
That's where he took her to the country's largest ballistic missile test, and that's a touching father-daughter moment. You'll never forget that. That's a beautiful moment.
My Bam would love that.
Hank, do you remember
taking to a missile test?
Absolutely.
Do you remember your first nuclear missile test when your old man took you?
He did, and then he said he was going out for cigarettes after that, and never saw him again. Allen's has confirmed it's changed the recipe for its jelly beans. Oh, this is big.
It's controversial.
He's the Aussie favourite for now, and the sweets will be 100% vegan friendly. I think as long as they stay, as long as they're still sweet, then it doesn't matter, does it?
Why wouldn't they have been vegan friendly before?
Who knows
Because they've got gelatin.
Who knows what's in lollies anyway?
I
by the
do.
way?
Gelatin. There's gelatin in them.
What's
which
gelatin?
Is from bones, probably from your horse.
Yeah.
So
lollies are made of horse.
Gelatin ones are, yeah.
It hasn't crossed the finish line yet from Friday night, so I've got to wait for
anything sort of jelly-based is made from gelatin, which is made from bones.
Right.
Didn't know that.
But I'm a jelly bean connoisseur, and I mean you're a sweet kid, Allen's, but the best jelly beans everybody knows are the ones in the big bag from the chemist by Glucogel.
Yeah, they're good.
They are the best.
I like the gummy bears from the pharmacists.
I do too.
They're
Same
very,
brand.
very nice. Same brand. Absolutely. Hey, if you know over the home of darts, by the way, there was a 9-darter. Josh Rock at the World Championship of the Darts. Here we go. Just enjoy the last, not all 9 darts, just the 6.
The crowd didn't like Van Gerwen not being on the 9, but Rock is on the 9. Oh, this is a phenomenal start from both.
Now this would rock Van Gerwen, and it's on. It's on now for double 12. Sensational scenes in Wolverhampton as the new kid on the block shows everything he promised to show. A 9-dart leg
That's
in
one
the
thing
second
I'll
leg
miss.
of the match.
Yes.
One thing I miss about the show, the idea that we played some darts, I think, is a good thing. I'm burying the lead. There's an EB fundraiser going on at the moment. Right. It's online. It's called Venture into Cures.
Just started moments ago. So get on
Started moments ago. And by the way, what a lineup. Why would you waste your time with us when you can tune in to Venture into Cures for EB? Brant Jonathan, who is an ambassador here in Australia. Eddie Vedder is an ambassador over there. And Eddie Vedder and Jill Vedder have got together Dana Carvey, Billie Eilish, Will Ferrell, Jack Harlow, Tom Holland. Is that Spider-Man?
Yep.
He's hosting it.
Joe Jonas, Kermit the Frog, Macklemore, Chris Pratt, Keanu Reeves.
Big names.
Olivia Rodrigo, David Spade, Emma Watson. That's Hermione.
But who's the first name in that list,
John
Sam?
Legend.
The biggest name.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're right, Swanee. I should have read them in alphabetical order as they are listed here in the Hollywood Variety.
Hollywood Reporter,
sorry.
It's a big mag.
The event will feature appearances in alphabetical order. Jonathan Brown is first.
Come on.
What a disgrace.
Finally, I've made it. I'm in the same conversation as Kermit the Frog.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Mystic Chrissie.
I see a new kitchen around you.
No.
Yellowstone.
No.
I'm seeing around you homeschooling. Does that mean anything?
My son just finished year 12.
What will she predict next?
Oh, this is going to be a good one. I'm fresh. I'm fresh from the weekend. Rose from Geelong. Rose.
Good morning.
You were not at Mount Dunedin on Saturday night, even though it was just down the road from you.
Correct. I was not there.
What big?
They're just as big, guys.
17,000
All
people
right,
in there.
Rose,
Swanee.
I can see the word Moolap.
No.
It's a safe word.
Newtown.
Getting closer.
Okay, forget that. What about...
Newtown.
Oh, hang on.
Newtown, she's got a secret family there.
Bang!
Got it.
I've always wondered about these people with secret families. A woman can't have a secret family. Only the man can. That's not fair. It's gender inequality.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rose, Geelong. You've always lived in Geelong.
Mostly.
Are you there, Rose? Oh, okay.
Yes, mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I can see you for some reason at the pancake parlour there.
Back when I was a teenager,
Yes.
yes, there was a quiet corner there that you could have a cigarette and, all of Geelong wouldn't see.
Wait a minute.
Rose
Maybe I was there with you, Rose.
Rose lives there now.
Look at the head he does.
Rose, you're on the corner of the pancake parlour,
As a teenager.
sucking back darts, just chowing down on some flapjacks.
On a short stack.
Rose, you were wild when you were young.
How would that go, the darts, with the ice cream on the pancakes?
Well, see, you would have been able to smoke inside at the pancake parlour back then, Rose.
Rose, did you say you were wild when you were younger, were you?
Possibly.
Rose, you're going to have to pick up the pace of the responses because there's a little delay or something, and we're really in the mystic moment, Rose. Okay, let's go. I can see oats around you and honey and pink lady apples.
I buy all of those items for my family members. They're not
Right. Good. In terms of glasses, like reading glasses, 1.5 to 2.
1.5.
Whoa!
Come on, guys. Come on.
What's that mean?
I don't know what
That's
it
the
means.
prescription. I just nailed the prescription of her
well
glasses.
done.
How would she
Good
know
work.
that?
And also, I believe the pancake parlour's in Moolap Street.
Moorabool.
Moorabool.
Moorabool Street,
That's it.
yeah.
Moorabool. That was what I was getting.
Okay.
So I've had all hits here. I can see there is no alcohol around you, Rose.
That's really, really wrong. I'm sorry, Chrissie.
Rose is drunk. Rose is drunk this morning. She got up early and started at dawn.
Rose was on RBT last week.
I've got.
She's a wharfie.
I can see a bar fridge. I've written bar fridge and drink ? So maybe the drink ? Is you drink too much.
Just enough.
November 13. What does it mean?
Nothing.
Means early openers.
No,
for
I
Rose.
knew that.
Killed someone
paroled
on that
that
day.
day.
Now, somewhere I've written down Queen Bed, Queensland, Queen, vanilla essence, Queen. The word Queen. Are you a monarchist?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a Queen Bed, Rose?
I do.
There it
That's
is.
it. Queen Bed was first. I can see the year 1969 around you, Rose.
I wish I was back there.
No.
What, you don't know anybody born in 1969?
No.
Bullshit, Rose.
Oh, well,
Everybody knows someone born in 1969.
When this
You're not-
segment started.
normally mystics don't say that's
But
bullshit.
it's like dragging a body through the mud at Mount Dunedin. Come on, Rose, play with me here.
Play with her, Rose.
I can see the word Italy.
No.
She has mafia connections.
Yes.
And she's on the run.
Do you like Italian food?
Sure, yes.
Of course she does.
Do you have any Italian friends or background?
No.
She owns a La Poquetta.
Do you make your own pizza dough?
No.
Do you have hay fever?
Yes.
Oh!
That's big.
That's good.
That's big.
That's big.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rose. I'm going to release you. Hang on. Do you have a question for Mr. Chrissie?
Being that you're finishing up, my daughter has tried to call you every week for Mr. Chrissie for the last year. Can she just say hello, please?
Of
You're
course
her
she
favourite.
can.
No,
What's
she
her
cannot.
name? What's her name?
Gigi.
Hi, Gigi. How old are you?
I'm 10.
Oh, my God. Double figures.
Yeah.
Do you know
For
that
your for your birthday, Gigi, you got a device.
I got a watch, a Facebook watch, yeah.
I knew it, a space talk. I knew
You're
it.
so mystic, Chrissie.
I'm so mystic. That's
Gigi,
right.
you've got a family pass to Sea Life Aquarium and Legoland Discovery Centre. Plan your visit to Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium and Legoland Discovery Centre this summer with the Melbourne Big Ticket.
And please, 6 bottles of wine for Alcoholic Rose from Zonzo Estate.
Done. Get on your own.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Everybody jump in glee. It's Sandy Lee.
For the very last time on this show, hey Andy, I'm available for freelance work. Email me at sexyproducer69@hotmail.com.
It's Sandy Lee. It's Sandy Lee.
Welcome for the last time, the beautiful Andy Lee.
For the last time. That's right. I would have thought your last appearance should have been the last time, but you're back.
No, we're getting all our faves back, so it's a thrill to see you.
What have you been doing?
Well, obviously mourning your news. It's been constant wandering on the beach, occasionally looking at the dog, and the dog looks up at me and goes, "Why are you so sad?"
Yeah.
And she doesn't know. And that's the blessing of being a dog. You don't understand your favourite radio shows. You don't have to deal with the loss of your favourite radio show.
She's there for you as you process it.
You've been taking your dog on the golf course.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
What?
What do the other members think about that?
I fit in some golf in between the morning of this show. Yeah, you got to take. You don't go out during, the middle of comp.
What if they do? What if they do a poo?
You pick it up, Chrissie.
But that doesn't seem
Same
right.
as-
There shouldn't even be a remnant of a poo on a golf course.
There's always kangaroos.
Kangaroos.
There's rabbit poos. Sometimes my mate Hogs can't get it round in time. Happened more than once. Thank goodness.
Does it wear a lead?
Thank
Does it have a
goodness for
lead
the golf mat or rug that you have. The towel. Yes.
Why are you so obsessed with it? What's wrong with the dogs, Brownie?
Well, as a golf aficionado, as Andy
really?
is, and so you are, Sam.
Mate, I'm almost retired.
I
would look twice if there was a fellow member on the course with a dog.
Look, as in, look twice in admiration.
No. Disgust.
Disgust. Oh, you heartless bastard.
Can I ask your opinion of Summer John? Can you see that Summer John has now...
Didn't recognise him.
Yeah.
The
so
full
Winter
beard.
John is very smart
Oh,
and
yeah.
clean-shaven, but Summer John is wild and woolly.
Very much like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of compliments apart from at home. My wife.
Doesn't like it?
No. Hates it.
Are you itchy?
Yeah, I'm getting past that phase, though.
I'm also... Congratulations on very limited greys.
There's a few greys coming.
I know,
Not too
but
bad.
limited. Mine's full grey. I've tried to grow a beard and mine's full grey.
Is it?
But with a black moustache. So it's like a top deck Capri.
You're like a schnauzer. Schnauzer.
That's also the issue with mine's not even. Mine's just grey.
Just grey.
Remember, we get
So well
upset.
done.
Whenever if we come back from summer and Jack gets upset,
Yeah.
and you look like Mr. Miyagi. Shave that off. I go, mate, I'm leaving it.
I love Summer Sam. I love Summer Sam.
Just stays
But
around.
the reason Brownie isn't so grey is that you're a very young man.
Thank you, Krista.
I mean, we've known you for so long. You should be 75, but you're only 40-something, 42 or something, aren't you?
I'm 41.
41.
I've never seen
I'm 41.
Very young man. That's what I mean.
You look young. Mate, you haven't got 3 kids, though, okay? So I'm handicapped. I'm carrying a big weight, mate. I'm like the top one.
I prepared something for you guys.
What?
In your...
Why?
I'm excited.
Well, yeah, no, exactly.
He's in mourning.
As I was on my way in here, I was like, if these guys aren't putting any effort in, why the hell should I?
How very dare you.
You've been listening then.
So, at the end of a lot of crime shows like Line of Duty,
Yes.
end of Real Housewives of whatever, New York or whatever, they often at the end of the episode or the series, they will say, this person went on to do this.
Yes.
And
That's
this
my
person-
favourite part of any film.
And you film, you're
good, isn't it?
finding out
You
what...
wait for it.
And I figured, obviously, this show's finishing up. So what's going to happen to the main characters?
What?
I know.
A lot of effort's going into this.
You bet. I can post this music myself. a real time
in your
consumer.
period of mourning.
Chrissie Swan would travel to Vienna for the World Auto Cue Championships, only to be beaten by fellow Australian Peter Hitchner in the semi-final.
God damn you, Hitch.
Peter famously said to Chrissie as they shook hands at the end of the bout, "If you're going to take a shot at the king, make sure you don't miss, bitch."
That's classic.
Fabulous.
That's classic Hitch.
Jonathan Brown would return home to Kylie and the kids after 5 years of constant work, only to find out, like the film Castaway, Kylie had moved on with another man, thinking Jonathan was dead.
It's not far from the truth.
That man would be Darren McMullen, who had plenty of time for Kylie after the real Love Boat didn't return.
That's magnificent.
The kids now have Scottish accents, which is considered a considerable upgrade given the way Brownie sounds.
Yes. They might be able to understand that more than they can understand me.
This is magnificent.
Can you
I'm
imagine-
enjoying this.
Imagine Darren McMullen in your life.
Yeah.
No, not in his life. In
Yeah.
Kylie's life.
Done now.
Deep in Kylie's
It's okay.
life.
Oh, you know what? I'm happy with that.
You're
It's
living
okay.
at the Olsen now. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're out.
What was that golf tournament you played in again
The
here?
big PGA Championship, you're welcome. 2 more characters in this great story. Dino and Sam Pang's working relationship would continue, with Sam asking Dino to join him on his national comedy tour. Dino would be required to add applause and laugh sound effects at Sam's shows, if there was none. Dino would be a very, very busy man.
Yes.
That is magnificent, mate. Well done. Well done.
Andy,
Wow.
for 7 years of coming in, we thank you, mate. It's been so much fun.
So much fun coming in,
Have you got
guys.
anything to plug? You've done a lot for this show over the
Where's
years.
100 back?
100's back in the new year. Yes, we start that soon. And, kids' books out. Nothing really. Hamish and Andy podcast. That's
Yes.
but,
Picking up-
it's more just being
picking
here.
up Henrietta's poo off the golf course.
Congratulating you guys on an amazing show. I've had a number of people come up to me, not celebrities, so I won't name them, but say that yours is their favourite show and they're going to miss it greatly. In fact, I had to break the news to someone.
Oh.
I was overseas for work, and one of the people I was travelling with, she said, "Oh, Chrissie, Sam and Brownie is my favourite show." And I said, "Oh, you realise they're finished?" And she was shocked. Ruined the whole trip.
That makes me happy that the trip was ruined as well. Not only the bad news that you had to break, and then that it was ruined as well.
Last show, we're going to be
congrats, guys. It's been awesome.
We really do appreciate the fact you've come in, because I remember when we started the show, it was a big, you were obviously a star of a rival network, and you coming on our show was a big thing. We really appreciate
Not anymore.
it. No, not now.
Tiny thing now, but back in the day.
If anything, if outstage, you're welcome, but we're fine, mate. It's all good.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Nova 100.